What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rams franchise. In today's episode, we're going to be going up against the 2-0 San Francisco 49ers. We might play the Dallas Cowboys in Week 4, depending on how long the runtime of the episode is by the time we're done with Week 3's matchup. Today, 2-0 San Francisco. We have a lot to look forward to in today's episode. We are currently 0-2, a very disappointing loss in Week 1 to a Vegas Raiders team, 49-35. We're not competitive in that game. We scored a couple of times at the very end, but it was just not a good game. In Week 2, we had a lead going into the fourth quarter, and we gave up 24 points in the fourth quarter for a Commanders comeback win. It was one of the all-time meltdowns I've had recording a video, as far as just letting a team come back on us. It was bad. It was really, really bad. So in today's episode, we really need to focus on just getting our first win of the season. We cannot fall to 0-3. We're too good to do that, and we're going up against a very, very strong opponent here in Week 3. Playing on the road, playing in San Francisco. Let's beat the 49ers. Now, before we get into today's game, I am going to be offering Deonte Banks a contract extension. It is going to be a 2-year extension. It's going to be this offer right here, which is just the neutral automatic offer it gives. We're going to see if he takes it, and he does. So Deonte Banks will be back for 2 years. He's only 25, so we'll have him into his age 28 season, and then by that point we can make a better decision if we want to keep him long-term or not and give him a long-term extension next season, because it'll give us some more time to just kind of look into him. He's only an 80 overall at 25, which is not bad, but I want to see him progress and develop a little bit more before I commit too long-term to him. So let's go ahead and get into today's game with Deonte Banks under contract for the next 2 seasons. We'll be kicking off here to start the game, so we're going to get started, see what we can do. Joshua Carty will send this one deep to open up today's action. 8-minute quarters. I liked it in the Commanders game, which was the first time testing it. We had been on 10-minute quarters for anyone that hadn't seen. So I think 8-minute quarters is a good change of pace. It will allow for a little bit more in-depth gameplay and allow me to kind of focus more on pumping out the content. And it's just good for the actual gameplay itself, because it slows the game down a little bit, because you can't go crazy with it. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. You have to take time to think about things a little bit more and to make decisions not as kind of sporadic as I have within the game, like play calling and stuff like that, clock management. You don't have as much time to work with, so it's a little bit more difficult, which I like. And Christian McCaffrey is going to be a problem today. Up to the 46, a 15-yard run on his first carry. Already up to the 46 at midfield for this San Francisco offense. Going to be a problem. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, they're going to be a challenge in today's game. We do get him down after gain of 1 there, 2nd and 9. Kobe Turner, nice wrap up on the tackle. That's underneath. That'll be caught. Nice move to miss the tackle there. Who is that, number 5? Darren Waller. Okay. That's crazy. But 1st and 10 at the 39 for Purdy and McCaffrey. This will be a handoff to McCaffrey up the middle. He has a little bit of room. Ahkello Witherspoon tries to bring down. Fumble. McCaffrey fumbles. They pick it back up. Christian McCaffrey fumbles at the 40-yard line. Gets back on it. It was either him or one of his teammates. So no turnover for our defense yet. But a good sign that we can definitely jar the ball loose on McCaffrey today. So we're going to see if we can do that. Looks like pretty much the same offense except for the addition of Darren Waller at tight end. And Deonte Banks gets burned on that one from Brandon Ayuk to the 21. A nice pickup of 19 there for a first down. And it looks like Ahkello Witherspoon is down and injured on the play, holding his groin. Maybe his stomach as well. So we'll see what that turns out to be. That is not a good sight for us, losing some depth in the cornerback room. Looking over to Darren Waller, popped by Deonte Banks at the 1-yard line. And bruised ribs for Witherspoon. We'll put in Keyshawn Nixon for now just to give him a little break. I can imagine this will probably be a handoff. We're going to put Cam Curl up the middle here and see if he can make a stop. It's a quarterback sneak, and that's a touchdown for San Francisco. I don't know how I'm just not aware of the fact they're going to do that now. The CPU loves quarterback sneaks in Madden 26 for some reason, and I never think about it until it happens. Touchdown San Francisco. Hand it off to Kyren Williams about 15 times in the game. See what he can do. Nice pickup of about 4 there on the first play. On 2nd and 6, we're going to put Puka Nacua in some motion. Joshua Tafoya is on a block and release, and we're going to try and throw the ball here. Have Jarquez Hunter in the backfield, but he's just going to block for us. So we can see what we can do here. We have Puka over the middle. He makes the catch, moves it up past the first down marker to the 36 for a first down pickup. And we'll go right back to Kyren Williams on the ground here. I want to stay consistent in running the ball and just seeing what we can do with him on the ground. The passing game will come along naturally after that. Cut it back inside. We get about 5 on the play, make it 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 now at the 40-yard line, so moving nicely on this first drive of the game. We might at some point move the quarters back up to 9 minutes just to give us a little bit more time, but honestly, it's not too big a deal. 2nd and 6, we'll run with Jarquez Hunter up the middle. He has enough for the first down, gets about 7 on the play to the 46-yard line. I want to get all 3 running backs involved. Blake Corum, Kyron Williams, and Jarquez Hunter. Putting Hunter at the 3rd down back spot is the way to do that. We'll throw that up over the top to Tafoya. Can he make that grab? He cannot hit as he tries to make the catch and jarred loose. So now 2nd and 10. We're going to give Joshua Tafoya a bunch of targets. We're going to give him chances to make plays for us in this offense. He's just got to prove that he can do it. And in the first game, he proved very quickly that he could. He had a monster game, over 140 receiving yards and a touchdown. I believe 8 catches. But right here, that was an unfortunate drop, although it was nice coverage. So we're going to see what we can do here. Over the middle, looking for Nakua. That is tipped at the line, incomplete. Couldn't quite get the ball off. Nick Bosa was pressuring us on the play. And we're going to punt here 4th and 7 at midfield. No reason to not punt this right now early in the game. Well, we're going to try and pin San Francisco deep here. Not a bad punch, not really a good one. This will be returned on the sideline. And they get it up to the 28-yard line where Brock Purdy comes back out on offense now. Would have loved to get that one down in the 10-yard line, but it just didn't go as I wanted to. I didn't put as much power on it as I wanted to, so it's unfortunate. But Purdy under center here will fake the handoff, play action, need to get out there. Byron Young does make the tackle after a gain of 9. Omar Spates got in on Brock Purdy. Couldn't bring him down before he got the throw off. Glad we didn't get a roughing the passer call there. That would have been unfortunate. We might make a move to put Devin Lloyd back at outside backer and move Omar Spates to the middle, but we'll just have to see how the next couple of weeks go before we decide any moves like that. Into the second quarter now, 2nd and 1 for San Francisco, down 7-0 right now in the start of the second quarter. We need to make a play here. Alex Singleton, our Sam linebacker in the game, picked him up in free agency. Nice play there from Devin Lloyd, and who was that on there as well? I think Cameron Kitchens in there on the tackle as well to make it a 3rd and 1 here. We're going to bring some pressure, might as well. See what we can do to bring McCaffrey down if this is a run. Waller in motion from right to left here. This will be a handoff to McCaffrey from behind. Jared Verse gets him, loss of 2. And that will be a 3 and out here for San Francisco's offense on their 2nd possession of the day. About 10 yards on the return, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Kyron Williams back out, Stafford under center. We did see the rookie Will Donald in at quarterback in the second half of week 1 against the Raiders. He did throw 3 touchdowns in the second half, but we were pretty much exclusively throwing in the second half. But this is Stafford's team. I just didn't want to get him hurt in the first game, and we wanted to get a look at the rookie. So I'm not going to complain about that, but this is Stafford's team. Nakua makes a catch up the left side, breaks a tackle, gets it to the 45. About 15 on that play. DeMarcus Simpson over the middle. Looks like he could be good. We do have Tafoya underneath. We'll dump that out to him. He gets the first catch of the day for himself. Gets about 12 on the play to the 44. Stafford's on the last year of his deal. We're going to give him one more year to try and win us a Super Bowl. If not, we go into next season. We have a rookie that sat behind a vet for a year, got some XP from the mentor tag, and we move on with Will Donald. But if we can have a good year here, yes, we're 0-2, but if we can have a good season with Stafford, which he's not having a bad one so far, we'll be able to do something with him this last season. And it'll build confidence for the rest of the team going into next year with Will Donald at quarterback. So I'm not going to complain about it. At 3rd and 1 here, we are going to go ahead and throw. We will take off with Stafford here. We should be able to pick up the first down and then some. We will get it out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice pickup there from the 23 to the 9. See, that's not really Stafford's game, but when it needs to be, it can be. And so 3 minutes here before halftime. We're going to throw that out to Nakua. He has the catch. He goes up into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tie game here with about 3 minutes left before halftime. We'll see if we can make a stop on defense now. All right, back out on defense here. We're going to see if we can make a stop here before halftime, get the ball back. We're going to hold Keyshawn Nixon in coverage and not blitz with him just to have some extra pass coverage here. And we took the complete wrong angle there. Trying to get Darren Waller down. We do get him out of bounds at the 45. Omar Spates on the tackle. And quickly a first down here almost to midfield for San Francisco. We're going to send some pressure. Devin Lloyd will be blitzing here on the play. We do get McCaffrey down behind the line, loss of 4. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, 2nd and 14 after we come out of the 2-minute warning at the 41-yard line. McCaffrey motions to the left out of the backfield. Looking underneath to McCaffrey. They do have him. Omar Spates, big hit, gain of 5, makes it 3rd and 9. They will run hurry up here. And we're going to play underneath coverage here. I do feel confident in the fact we can stop them on this 3rd and 9 and not allow a first down here. That is up the left sideline, though. McCaffrey makes the catch for the first. As we say it, he makes the catch. Just a disappointing first down pickup there. We just cannot allow that to happen. And Jared Verse is still in pass coverage here. This is so annoying. Doesn't really have anyone. Purdy will throw that underneath. He does make the catch. That is McCaffrey gets a gain of 2. Quentin Lake makes the tackle on him. McCaffrey gets the handoff. He has plenty of room up the left side. Gets brought down by Ty Hamilton from behind at the 25. The young man out of Ohio State getting some more playing time at the middle of our defensive line. And he's proving why he needs the playing time. We completely overcommit with Omar Spates there up the middle. And McCaffrey breaks the tackle. Gets brought down after a gain of 20 by Deontay Banks at the 5-yard line. Timeout San Francisco. So this is the decision we have. Do we try and use our timeouts and leave some time for us to try and score? There's 30 seconds. We have 1 timeout left, and they might just go in here. Jawan Jennings fumbles. We pick it up. Cameron Kinchins picks it up at the 3-yard line. 33 seconds, and we get the fumble recovery. Please tell me that's not going to be reviewed. It is not. Fumble. Cameron Kinchins picks it up. And we have a chance with 33 seconds, 3 timeouts to try and do something here before halftime. We'll lob that to Tafoya. He does not make the catch. Incomplete. I need to get out of this under center. Or at least like the bunch formation at the goal line. We're going to put Nakua on a slant route underneath. If we clear it out with Simpson, we might have Nakua. We do. He picks up enough for the first timeout for our LA Rams before halftime. We're going to see what we can do here. A field goal would be nice. If we can just get in a field goal range, that'd be fantastic. On the post sit route with Nakua, that might be good. We'll throw it underneath to Kyron Williams. He makes the catch, picks up another 10 yards on the play. We'll call our 2nd timeout to the 25. Need to get downfield. This is just not working. This is really, really not working. We'll run flanker drive here. At the 25, we need probably 40 yards to get into field goal range here. We're going to try our best. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. To Tafoya over the middle. He makes the catch. Incomplete hit as he tries to make it. Not going our way so far, but we still have a chance here to get into field goal range. We have a timeout with 14 seconds. You never say never. We're going to lob it up to the rookie Simpson on the left sideline. Can he get up there and make a catch? He cannot. Incomplete. 8 seconds, 3rd and 10. We're going to play aggressive here still. I don't see any reason not to. Maybe we can get a pass interference call or something down the field, but more than likely we're not going to be able to get into field goal range here. We're going to throw it up the right sideline to Atwell. He does not make the catch. 1 second, 4th and 10. I mean, we'll just send up a prayer here, honestly. I don't see any reason not to with 1 second left. So we'll send up a prayer. This will send us to halftime, but tied at 7 at halftime. We get ball. Not the worst thing ever. We're actually just going to take off with Stafford. That is a fumble, but we do get back on it. Ends the half. We'll get the ball at halftime and try and recoup and get down and score some points at half. Don't want to hand off your 2nd and 5. I do want to play a little bit more aggressive. Tafoya goes in motion behind the center, back out to his original spot. We'll dump it out to Williams underneath on the right side. He makes the catch for a gain of 3, brings up 3rd and 2. And I think we're going to go ahead and throw here 3rd and 2 as well. DeMarcus Simpson in the left side flats looks like he could be good. If he gets open, we'll toss it out to him. We do have him. He makes the catch for the first down, moves it up to almost midfield at the 48-yard line. And we're rolling towards midfield here early in the second half. We're going to hand this off to Kyron Williams. Let's see what we can do. 1st and 10 here at midfield. We'll bounce it outside. We have some room to work. Can we get the spin move? We can. He breaks it free up the right sideline down to the 22-yard line. A nice run from Kyron Williams. Really the first long run we've seen from him in the first couple of games of the season. Has had a couple, but that was really the first one where we made a man miss and just kept going. The first couple of them have been really free. And Kyron Williams up the left side. He breaks free into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. A complete lapse in run coverage from the San Francisco 49ers defense. And we take advantage of it right through the gap in the offensive line and right into the end zone for a touchdown. 14-7 LA. I mean, really a great possession to open the second half. Couldn't have asked for an easier drive. Just under 2 minutes off the clock. 14-7 lead. Let's get back out. Play some good defense. Yeah, minute 54, 5 plays, 72 yards. I think Kyron Williams got 3 or 4 of those touches. So Really, the efficiency we need, if we can have longer drives once we get a lead, that'd be great. But honestly, if we're scoring every possession like that, that's what we just need to do. We just need to continue playing well, and we'll continue doing that. San Francisco gets it out at the 29-yard line where they'll come back out on offense here. Brock Purdy looking to play better than he did in the first half. Didn't play bad, just didn't really have anything going for their offense. He will be under center here. McCaffrey in the backfield. This should be a handoff. It is. Can we get out there? Quentin Lake makes a tackle after a gain of 3 to the 32. We're going to send some corner pressure here. It'll be Akello Witherspoon on the pressure. We're going to shift the line to the right, and I think we can get some pressure on McCaffrey and Purdy. That is a toss. Byron Young from behind brings him down a loss of 2, brings up 3rd and 9. Byron Young probably has 10 TFLs already on the season. He had 5 in week 1, which blew my mind looking at the stats. I did not realize he had that many, but not bad at all. Over the middle, we can't get back with Devin Lloyd. We saw Jawan Jennings coming open. They get it to midfield, past midfield at the 48. We saw him last second, couldn't get back with Devin Lloyd in time to make the pick or block the pass, and it is a first down for San Francisco. This should be a run. It is outside run. Can we get there with Devin Lloyd? We do make the tackle on Christian McCaffrey. That is no gain on the play for 2nd and 10 now. Good play from Devin Lloyd there in run defense, and we're going to send more pressure here. Cam Curl and Omar Spates will come on the pressure. Backup tight end in motion goes back. That is Colby Parkinson. Is that who that is? It is. Behind the line, we get McCaffrey, loss of 3. Kobe Turner and Omar Spates in there for the tackle for loss. Nice play there from both of them. And we really just need to focus on making a stop here. It's 3rd and 13. We cannot give up a first down here. Purdy has no one open. Finds Ayuk. He breaks the tackle, but it's out of bounds. 4th and 3 at the 41, and they will go for it here. Actually, no, they won't. They lined us up for a defensive coverage on the coach suggestions, which if you don't know, that's what I always use. It is a field goal attempt, no good, wide left. We will get the ball at the 48-yard line with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter and a chance to go down and extend our lead here and try and get our first win of the season. Need to get out of 4 verts. Not running verticals here. Get the spacing play. We'll throw that out to Tafoya. He has some room up the right side. Breaks free. Still going down the right sideline. Breaks the tackle out of bounds at the 30. I believe his first catch of the game today, and a pretty good one there for his first down to the 30-yard line. Another first down. We'll hand this off to Jarquez Hunter. Want to get him involved. We might put Blake Corum in for a little while, get him some touches as well. Hunter up the middle has some room. Gets it down to the 13. Again, a 17 on the play. And after this Kyron Williams run, we'll put in Blake Corum for a couple of snaps, get him some touches. Really haven't lined up in the power formation at all, heavy set at all, so haven't really gotten Blake Corum on the field yet today. Gained the 2 there for Williams. He has 10 for 88 yards. And here's the first sight of Blake Corum in the game today, excuse me. And we will hand off to him here at the 12-yard line. A nice run up the middle. He's in for the touchdown. Blake Corum on his first carry of the game goes in from 13 yards out. And we extend our lead 21-7. Out at the 30-yard line back on defense. I don't want to be too optimistic because this is pretty much exactly what happened in the Commanders game last week. We played really well. We ran the ball really effective. Got out to a lead, and then it just fell apart here. So don't want to be too optimistic yet. We need to get down into the 4th quarter and win this game first. But 5-yard pickup for McCaffrey underneath from Purdy there. Need to just play some good defense here in the second half. This will be play action. Can we get there? We cannot. Purdy throws it incomplete, looking for McCaffrey out of the backfield, which he's done a lot in today's game. And that'll fall incomplete, making it 3rd and 5 here. We're going to kind of pinch up the D-line here. Byron Young in pass coverage. I don't like that. It's a screen play. Can we get out there? We do make the tackle on Pearsall, loss of 1. And Darren Waller down and hurt for this Niners offense, and that'll be a punt for San Francisco, a 3 and out for our defense. We have Puka if we can get that to him. We cannot. Incomplete. He drops the ball. Hit as he tries to make the catch here, and it will be Blake Corum on the screen out here. We had him in this role last year. He's only in because I have him as the, giving some rest to Kyron Williams right now. He makes a nice play, gets 8 yards, make it 7. But this season, he's in more of the power back role. We have Jarquez Hunter in as more of the 3rd down back. Obviously, Corum's in on this play, but really just want to see more of all 3 running backs. Corum makes the catch for the first down, 5 yards on that play to the 45. But yeah, want to see more of all the running backs. I want to get all of them involved. I want to see a little bit of all 3 because they do 3 different things very well. And that'll be the 4th quarter here. We're going to the 4th quarter. Blake Corum will get the handoff here in heavy set. Thayer Mumford is technically our 3rd tight end right now because we do have Davis Allen at fullback for these plays. 1-yard pickup to Corum there. But we'll put Kyron Williams back in here. And we'll hand this off to Jarquez Hunter, 2nd and 9. I feel comfortable handing the ball off here. We do have some room up the middle. He gets brought down after a gain of 5, makes it 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4 at the 49, just past midfield here. Need to convert this and get into field goal range, try and extend our lead. We do have underneath Simpson. He makes the catch. 4th and 1 here. We're going for it. I'm playing aggressive. I don't even want to think about it. We're going for it. We're up 14. I don't see any reason not to. We have Tafoya up the field on the right sideline. He makes the catch. He will go in for the touchdown. Rams. Joshua Tafoya breaks free. The Niners send pressure looking for the running play. We throw it up over the top. Touchdown Rams. And not allow them to get anything on the scoreboard. Brought down. That is Cam Curl in the sack of Brock Purdy. A loss of 8 brings up 2nd and 18 now back to the 14-yard line. We send pressure off the edge with Cam Curl on the safety blitz, and he brings down Purdy in the backfield. That is thrown out to Brandon Ayuk. He makes the catch. Quentin Lake on the tackle, I believe. That is a toss out to McCaffrey. Big hit from Deontay Banks after a gain of 4. And San Francisco just can kind of content here with killing clock as much as possible. I don't really understand that. They're down 21 points here with 4 minutes left. That is thrown outside to Colby Parkinson. He makes the catch up the left sideline. Still going. Need to get him down. Bring him down at the 38. That's Devin Lloyd on the tackle. And now 2nd and 9 at the 37. We're going to play some man here. I think Omar Spates on McCaffrey is a good choice. Parkinson in motion. He will be followed by Verse. Underneath, that is lobbed up to Ayuk. He makes the catch up the left sideline. Big hit, Cam Curl down to the 17. Gain at 20 on the play. And we will see on 3rd and 9 at the 16 if we can make a stop here. I think San Francisco probably ends up going for it either way, hopefully, I would imagine. But Purdy stepping up. He will take off and get brought down. Kobe Turner gets the sack on that play. And 4th and 14, San Francisco will go for it. We're going to sit underneath here, play pass coverage, put a QB contain on Purdy, and just see if we can make a nice stop here. Purdy looking to the back of the end zone. That is going to be caught. That's a touchdown. Ahkello Witherspoon playing behind the tight end, and that is just not good coverage. Stafford under center will hand off to Kyron Williams, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. We have nowhere to go, get 2 on the play. Timeout San Francisco, they're first. We need 2 first downs. That's all we need to get. We'll put true clock on here. We'll hand it off up the middle again. And we'll go ahead and put Blake Corum in. He's more of that power back type. We'll put him in here after this play. But Kyron Williams goes up the middle, has enough for the first down. Timeout San Francisco, but that should be the game. We're going to hand it off a couple more times. They have a timeout. They have the 2-minute warning, so we do need to get 1 more first down here. But Blake Corum into the game at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll hand this off to him. He has room to go. We'll go down before we get the first, and we do fall forward for the first. Not what we wanted to do. We do have to get another first down now with Blake Corum. I mean, there could be worse things than having to get another first down after picking up a first down, but really didn't want to have to do that. This will take us to the 2-minute warning with a 2nd and 9 coming out on the other side of it. And we will let the clock roll out here. Not going to have to take another snap. 28-14 is your final. Let's check out the stats from today's game. Matthew Stafford, 15 of 22, 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had a really strong game. The long was 46. It was a pass to Joshua Tafoya for a touchdown, I believe. Kyron Williams, again, 12 for 104 and a touchdown. Broke 2 tackles, no fumbles. Blake Corum, 5 for 35, had a touchdown. Jarquez Hunter, 3 for 28. This is the distribution I was talking about. If we can get every running back at least 3 to 5 to 10 touches a game, that'll be fantastic. We can run the ball, we can throw the ball when we need to, but we don't have to. And we're playing a good game. So that's what we need to do more of. I love the distribution of touches here. I think Kyron Williams, if he can, he's not obviously going to continue to average 8.6 yards a carry all season long, but if he can even do like 4 or 5 yards a carry, he's going to be fantastic for us. So happy with that. Receiving, Joshua Tafoya led the way with a touchdown, 79 yards on 3 catches, but Puka Nacua had 4 for 43 and a touchdown. Kyron Williams, 3 for 20. Blake Corum, 2 for 12. DeMarcus Simpson, 2 for 16. Looks like Tutu Atwell did not have a catch in the game. Jarquez Hunter had 1 for 4 yards. On the defensive side of things, Omar Spates had 5 tackles. Led the way by Cameron Kinchins with 1. 3 TFLs for Lloyd, Young, Verse, Turner, Cam Curl, Kinchins, Hamilton, Fisk, Spates, and Sean Dolock, the Mike linebacker, somehow got in the game, had a TFL. We had 2 sacks, Kobe Turner and Cam Curl both in the 4th quarter. We forced 2 fumbles. I we did get a recovery. That was Cameron Kinchens. He did force it. Kobe Turner forced the other one, but they did get back on it, unfortunately. So a good defensive game for us. Really good, just all-around game, honestly. I'm really happy with it. Stafford played well. Purdy played a pretty good game. I mean, I did not realize he only had one incompletion. Wow, 22 of 23. I did not realize that. But one touchdown, 230 yards. Really good game from Purdy. He played as well as he probably could have. McCaffrey, 15 for 52, had the fumble, which was unfortunate. And then receiving the ball, McCaffrey led the way with 6 catches. Ayuk, 5 for 71. I mean, we said it. McCaffrey just seemed like he kept getting the ball in his hands, and they just kept throwing to him, which they did here. You can see rushing the ball 15 as well. So a good game from us. We upset the San Francisco 49ers in their house at home, and we go to 1-2 on the season. All right, so one of our upgrade points is for Joe Barrett. We drafted him at right guard in like the 3rd or 4th round. We moved him out to right tackle. He's already playing pretty well. We're going to upgrade pass protector really at the tackle position. That's what I'm looking for. Running the ball, yes, we run the ball outside, but he's already a pretty good run blocker. So got some upgrade points there. He is about halfway towards getting his hidden dev trait revealed. It's probably going to be star. With his overall, I just don't see it being anything more than that. But he is pretty good for us so far. He has been playing really well at right tackle, so I'm not too mad about that. Next week, we will play the Dallas Cowboys. We are going to go ahead and end the episode there after one game. I know we had talked about potentially playing 2, but I like the shorter run times. I think you guys are enjoying that more from what I'm seeing on the stats of my videos. You guys are enjoying that more, watching those videos more inclined to click on them and actually watch them than just click on them, see it's an hour long, and then move on. So I understand that. Before we do end the episode, I do want to try and get Omar Speights' contract wrapped up. I do want to do a long-term deal. I don't think 7 years. I do think it'll be a 4-year deal. But I think we're going to have to bump the money up a little bit. And we're going to try, and he does re-sign. So it's a big deal. I get that. But for someone that's probably going to turn out to be one of the premier linebackers in the NFL once we're done developing him, I'm happy with it. More than likely, Kobe Turner and Kevin Dotson will both be gone by the midseason mark, no matter where we are in terms of record. It opens the way for Ty Hamilton to play more, and then we have some young talent. Even if we put Joe Barrett back at right guard and have Thayer Mumford start at right tackle, we have options in both positions. And for these massive contracts both these guys are going to be getting, for the star dev, the fact that they're both getting older, only mid-80s overall-wise. I don't know if for this amount of money for either of them I really want to invest any money in them. So they'll probably both be gone by then. I don't really want to extend either one. Steve Avila, I could see extending. It's only $19 million over 2 years. We might even try and stretch it out to 4 years and just lower the money. But we'll see. Byron Young might be back, might be traded. I don't know. We have Shamar Stewart down there that can probably get some more playing time. He's pretty good. I just love having Byron Young's speed. And he's having, which is unfortunate for his contract situation, but he's having a crazy season to start off. 11 TFLs in 3 games, 3.5 sacks. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Already topped last year's sack total. Had 23 TFLs last year. We had an insane amount of TFLs from everyone, which just in franchise mode, you're going to get that if you're playing defense. You're just going to get a lot of TFLs for whatever reason, other than the sim. But Byron Young is playing himself into a very big contract, and I just don't know at 29 years old, going to be 29 at a 79 overall star dev player. Even though he's playing well, I don't know if I'm willing to give him a almost $30 million deal. Going to be 29 years old, so I'll have to kind of look at that. Emmanuel Forbes probably won't be back. It's a small deal, so we might look into it later on in the season. Kobe Durant we picked back up after not bringing him back, so we picked him up in free agency once the season started this year in the preseason. He probably won't be back. I think we can find someone better in the draft next year or free agency. Keyshawn Nixon is a good return man. He might be back. Nick Hampton is good depth, especially if we do lose Byron Young. So there might be a situation where we bring him back on a cheap deal that's more than a year long. And then I think we'll go ahead and just extend Thayer Mumford now. I think a 4-year deal is good. I don't think maybe he does accept that. Okay. So Thayer Mumford will be our swing tackle for a long time if we do put Joe Barrett back out or back inside at guard if Kevin Dotson gets traded or moved. In the midseason, we have that option with Mumford to start him for the future. There is a chance we develop him, but probably not. So that's all for today's episode. I am excited that we finally got a really good win. As far as standings, we are currently the 11 seed. We're 1-2. Seattle and San Francisco are both 2-1 now, but having that win over San Francisco is huge. So that's it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.